Okay, we'll see. I've got some changes that I set for the streaming settings. It looked like I was losing a lot of frames, and chunks of my prior stream were taken out, and so I made some adjustments to the settings. We'll see. I've been making little tweaks here and there, and it seems like I'm getting closer and closer, but I'm not at 100% as far as having a solid stream all the way through. In my particular circumstance, audio is actually more important than the video. There's not a lot of animation or movement going on. Once I have the card out, at that point it's just a matter of you hearing the interpretation and maybe seeing some text on the screen. So it's not as important that we have solid animation, so to speak. All right, so we'll see. I have to kind of find that sweet spot of bit rate, resolution, so forth. I'm downscaling to 720, and I have it set to a constant bit rate of 4500, I think, maybe. Let's take a look. Yeah. Take a look at what would this look like on my phone. Clearly I do have a faster down than up. There's a fair delay, but I do have the latency set to normal because, you have to do what you can. This is a laptop. It's a Core i7, over, although it's a high-speed internet connection, that doesn't really mean anything when you live in the mountains. But, so dropping down to 720p, trying to keep it at 4500. So, I'm not sure what else to turn down if I'm at 720 or 4500. Perhaps the bit rate is too high, but I don't see. If I were doing 1080p, I'd be pushing at 5500, 6000, right, as a recommended throughput. I don't know. I'm new to the streaming game. We'll have to see. In the meantime, as the evening progresses, there's a lot of things that I've been talking about over the past several days. There's some topics that have been really commonly coming up in different readings, whether that's in readings for clients or stuff that I've done live or stuff that I've done like for TikTok or other things. It's coming up all over the place. And these themes have to do with this idea of some of the energies that we're moving around and moving into, and how we can hopefully do best to navigate that, right? It's one of those times where you really... A lot of the decisions that we make have a lot to do with the environment, and it doesn't hurt to get a sense of what is the environment that we're in right now, like where are we in the world, so that we can better navigate based on our energies and how they harmonize or form discord with that. So looking at the stream on my phone, looks like I'm having serious dropped frames all over the place. So that is not gonna work. Let's see what YouTube is saying. Okay, Google is recommending that I set my settings to 2500K. I guess I'll give that a shot, and I'll be back on, and we'll take a look at the difference in the quality there, because that's like half of the throughput right now. But I am downscaling to 720, so let's give it a look, and we'll see what happens. All right, thanks a lot. I appreciate your guys' patience as I go through this process, but I'll be back in a little bit.